Hey y'all, from time to time you guys hit me up and you ask me, where do I get my display cases from? Do you got anybody you would suggest? As a matter of fact, I would. Displayarama.com has all your cases and smoke shop needs for displays. These guys are a family owned operation. And here, let me show you some examples. And I also like, don't forget about this one. And hey, check this one out. And if you use code ChadWade5 when you go to check out, they'll know to give you Chad's discount, which is 5% off your total order. How you gonna beat that, man? 5% off. All right. Now, don't forget, use that code ChadWade5 at the end and get the discount. Don't waste money, man. Save the 5%. Get quality cases that are even in my shop. So if they're good enough for old Chad, good enough for you. Check them out, displayarama.com. You're gonna love them. I know I do. Wow, Fat Chad, what'd you think about that? It's an old ad, man. I just had to, we haven't remade that, since I've lost all the weight. And again, that's Fat Chad. And hey, he's doing the best he can, man. He's trying. He wants to look good, but it didn't work out. Anyway, so how's things going, everybody? Looks like Junko, everything's gonna be fine, man. Remain calm. I promise you. Brandon and I have already been through a lot of this, man. And, we thought the sky was falling when they were getting rid of other products that was out there. And it's always something else, man. It's always something else. Really, what you're going to see here, Junko, if you want to know the truth here, if we're going to tell you the truth, we're going to see who has a real shop and who was nothing more than a vape and THC and 7-0 shop. That's what we're going to see, man. And if that's the case, man, and you're that shop, I mean, there's a whole lot of shit going on, man, in the smoke shop industry. I mean, like, I'm telling you, we are extremely under fire now with state and federal authorities. And but on the other hand, man, if we're keeping it real, we are honestly doing it to ourselves. We're honestly doing it to ourselves, and no two ways about it. I don't want to be shitty about it, but it is kind of what it is. If we're being honest with each other, we're not following the rules as maybe we should be. Some of us, I am, and I know several that are. And so rather than say we are not, I am. But in the end, man, I mean, as long as you're following the rules and you're doing the right thing, and you're following the law, man, there shouldn't be no issue, in all honesty. I mean, if I'm keeping it real and you're keeping it real about it, man, I think we should be just fine. I mean, you're going to have a diversity in your shop. I think you're going to have more merchandise so that they've got a reason to come in there and look at you, and it is what it is, man. If they get rid of all the THCA flower and say, okay, we can't do that no more. Well, ultimately they're going to go back to the street, in all honesty. And when they do, they're going to have something to smoke it out of. They're going to have something to grind it up with. They're going to have something to weigh it on. They're going to have something to burn it with, a good torch. They're going to have a tray to put it on. They're going to have different bangers, and there's going to be a myriad of things they're going to have to do. What do I think the next transition? Man, I honestly believe it's going to be mushroom and Blue Lotus product. I am selling the living hell out of Blue Lotus right now. I have pre-rolls in my store, in my stores, and in my warehouse at the wholesale. We've got Blue Lotus vapes. I'm selling that consistently, more and more and more. Of course, you keep hearing about Geek Bar, Geek Bar, Geek Bar. Well, they're having a harder time getting Geek Bar in, and when they do, they're gouging people, for it. If you're on my Discord, you already know that's true. And I mean, some of these guys were talking about pricing, and I'm like, holy shit, no way I would even buy that. No way, no how would I want to be involved in that in any way. But yeah, man, as far as that goes, I mean, what do I think? I really think it's Blue Lotus. I think it's a Blue Lotus product. I think it's a mushroom product. I think it's anything along that lines, nootropics, anything nootropics. That's what I'm selling, man. A lot of Midwest states right now are all Delta free, and like they have a hard no, and I'm selling a lot to them, and they're rebuying over and over and over. So just understand that is my big plan. Like here in Kentucky, January 1st, we go to a low dose hemp model. Plus, they're going to charge you a god awful amount per store to even carry hemp products, to carry the low dose hemp. Well, my thoughts on that is if you, the customer, are used to, I don't know, 15, 20,000 milligrams of strength in a Delta product, and all of a sudden they start giving you can only have 20 milligrams, 25 milligrams per gummy, bro, they're not going to buy that because they're going to be like, man, this is a little more than CBD to them. So it's going to sit there and I know the easy thought of that would be, well, something's better than nothing. No, it's not. You know better than that. You know better than that, man. I mean, that's like saying, well, man, if you're hungry, you'd eat ramen noodles. Well, you would, but you don't want to eat it every day, especially not when you're used to steak or when you're used to hamburger and French fries and you're used to that, and all of a sudden you got to go to ramen. It's depressing as fuck, man. It's depressing. You would not do that, and I think that that's where we have to look at it, man. At that, yeah. Junko saying, I think the mushroom wave will be crazy. Yeah, hello. But I think it's going to be more of a nootropic. We're already seeing a lot of that product. We're selling a lot of that, man. And yeah, we are selling a lot of that. Hey, Chandler, how you doing, man? And I think Chandler is shouting people out. Yay, yay, Chandler, way to go, bro. Uh, and but yeah, I mean, we're selling a lot of mushroom product. We're selling a lot of nootropics, and we are really doing really well with it. I'm not Junko. I mean, think about it, bro. Be honest with yourself, man. Um, Humans are inherently stupid, man. And the real question is, I can't believe that we have gotten as far as where we're that we allowed it to get that far. That's my question in the industry is why in the fuck did we allow this to get that far? And I just don't think we should have, man. I don't think we should have allowed it to get that far, and we did, man. And it's just we did. And I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. And now look at it. Now Kratom is completely under fire. If you look, Ohio is trying to completely ban Kratom now because they're going to throw, like I told you in the last live, they're going to throw the baby out with the bathwater because they can't tell the fucking difference, man. So the easy way around it is to just get rid of stuff. And that way they can't come back and do the mimicker, the mimicker, the mimicker, the mimicker, chemical and make another and another. And then they gotta continue to fuck with it in any way. Jordan, Chowie T, what's your thought on 7-Up? Well, I think it's shit. Do you think that the regulatory framework that is coming is going to hurt or help the industry? It's going to destroy it. Similar to the 2018 farm bill. No, I don't play that game no more, but I understand. I know what you mean, Farm Bill. This is going to create framework for all alternative kratom alkaloids to hit the market. No, you're wrong, bro. I really believe, in all honesty, they're going to completely cut kratom. I truly believe that. That's going to completely hurt my stores. It's going to hurt my business. in every single way, just like I was just saying. And it's terrible, man. It is honest to God terrible what 7-0 has done to this to our markets and to our industry, man. Jordan goes on to say synthetic kratom alkaloids are coming, hoping people stay safe. Well, I don't think it's staying safe, bro. I think it's staying alive. That I'm scared of it, man. I truthfully am. I really know this is going to be a monster problem, man. There's already people going to the hospital over it. In the Discord, I have posted numerous news. I post news every single day in the Discord, and I scour the internet to find these things. I don't just read them here on the lives. I mean, I post them every single day, and you wouldn't believe how many people are going to the hospital over 7-0 products. And it's mainly because, man, they're fucking stupid and they don't know any kind of limitations. Well, one does this, what will two do? And then, of course, the body gets used to that. Now they got to do three. And then the body gets used to three and they start doing four. Next thing you know, man, they're having a psychotic episode. They're becoming sick. They're becoming dope sick, is what's happening. And then the next thing you know, they're addicted and they're stuck and they're having to go. And I mean, and that's to me, that's wild that a synthetic alkaloid could do that, but it is definitely doing that to them. And there's a lot of people out there, and it had the ability to have been a good thing, but it needed some supervision. And instead, though, instead of having a one pill package, they had a four pill package. And I've seen six pill packages. And then, of course, in the last video for Champs, I showed you where they had bottles of this, 10s and 20 bottles in a, 20 pills in a bottle. Why? Why did you need that, man? And that's coming from a pretty reputable person in the industry, a reputable group in the industry. That's sad. And I am no fan of 7-0. I have shit on 7-0 from day one, and it's mainly because I'm a kratom purist. I believe in the powder. I believe in the capsules. I believe in the shots, and I believe in that. I do not believe in a synthetic anything. I just know where it leads, man. With my background, I have an extensive background in street pharmacology. And I know people, man, people are wild when it comes to this shit. And they don't know moderation. That's the word I've been looking for. This whole monologue here. We as humans do not know moderation. Hey, let me go back up here. I don't want Chandler to think I didn't acknowledge him. Chandler says, "Keep doing good, man. At work." But definitely want to keep up with everyone. Hey, Chandler, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I just didn't want you to think I was glossing over what you had said. I appreciate the big ups on that, man. Thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. Junko, this is why I find it stupid when I see places like Kratom City in my area and area one law and their whole store goes under. Well, of course it does, man. I mean, of course it does. And if they're not doing things right, man, that kind of thing happens. Kind of thing happens, man. In all honesty, the one in my area, it's like 90% 7-0. That's fucking scary, man. I mean, that tells you what's going on in your city, man. It's scary. Uh, humans are just like that, man. I mean, whether it's food, I was a fat kid. I mean, you just saw a video of me. I was a fat kid. I'm still a fat kid inside, man. But now I don't see food that way. But I have to do better. But I mean, I was able to do better with some help. And hopefully, once these people end up in rehab, they'll get some help and stay out of it too. And so, let me read Jordan here's. Uh, I tell everyone looking for it to say your goodbyes. Better to get off now than to be hurting later. That stuff is the devil. It definitely is. Thankfully, OPMS brand shows 7-0 content on the back. I use the numbers to make people understand this is the difference between a grain of sugar and a spoonful of high fructose corn syrup. Well, man, OPMS though, bud, it wasn't too long ago. They was in some deep shit over some stuff too. and they was playing games. So maybe I'm sorry, maybe they have learned their lesson as well. I don't want to act like I'm shitting on them in any way. But I mean, nobody's perfect. I get that, man. Even I had me a little downtime where I got me a little vacation time, and so I understand that sometimes you got to take a punch in the nose so that you can get back up and do right. Beth, that's part of Ohio's problem. There's a treatment facility in Ohio using 7.0 for treating patients. Well, Beth, if you look into it a little bit, at first 7.0 was used as a treatment option until they did a whole lot more study on it. So apparently, there's people in Ohio still using that, and facilities still using that, and that's holy shit. I mean, we know a lot about that shit now. I would definitely not want to be saying, okay, Mr. Johnson, here's your pill. You got to take this because you got to get better. You're probably getting worse, in all honesty. And I think we all know that in the industry. We all know that. Uh, Yeah, well, I agree, man. I mean, I don't know exactly what happened. Apparently, they canceled the meeting where they were going to try to schedule it, and I don't know. I haven't heard anything else about it. Hopefully, that shit goes away, and you guys, in Ohio, stay cool, and you can still sell your kratom. But man, it didn't look good. It didn't look good there for a hot minute, man. And ugh, that's pretty bad, and I hate that, but I mean that's kind of what's going on. We've basically allowed this to happen, and now they're coming for us. Now they're looking at us and they're pointing things. Hey, let's get this thing started because I got a few things here. What's Hunter saying? In Florida, it was banned overnight. Kratom sales are going up now. Well, of course they are, man. And honestly, kratom is a more natural substance. It is all natural. Some of the kratom though has some cut on it. The reasons why some of this gas station shit is so cheap is because it's not all pure kratom, or if it is, it's a very low grade kratom. So know what you are buying. I'm not telling you to buy this brand over that brand, but I'm telling you, if you walk into a gas station and you see that product there, chances are it's shit. I mean, yeah, and I hate that, man. I'm a kratom purist. We have done really good. I have seen some really fantastic results with kratom, and I can't deny them. My own little brother got off his issue with it, and as far as I know, he's not back on it, and he's still looking healthy. And so I'm glad, and uh, I'm glad people are getting back to kratom. In all honesty, Club 13 has been one of the few companies that I've worked with that refuse to make 7.0. Says a lot about their character. Yeah, man, I know that bunch real well. I always do videos with them. I know them really, really well. Those are good folks, man. Every single one of them. I have yet to. They talked shit on them the whole time, but there is several companies just like them. We sell some of that, at the wholesale. I do not work with kratom companies that made 7.0. I never carried the shit because I practice what I preach, and we lost a ton of money because we did not sell it. But man, I have slept just fine over it, and we have not sold it in the stores. I'm not having any issues with it at all. It is what it is. If people are going to do what people want to do in America, we can we if we want to ultimately kill ourselves, we can. There's every drug in America around, and if they ultimately want to die, they will. But this is really helping them to die, in my opinion, and under the guise of it being legal. And I don't think it's just my opinion. I think it's a lot of opinions. And I'm no big government lover because I was a fan. I was a stay at home person with them at one time, and they kept me for a period of time. And so I am not a big fan of government or government overreach, but sometimes you got to have some parents to get the kids together and round them up, and it's just the way it is. But I think we in the industry, if we just don't sell the shit, it'll go away because we can stop demand by not selling harmful product to our customer. Killing off the customer base is never the answer, y'all. Never, never. Okay, let's get started, man. I got three or four different things I want to talk about here, and let's get going with it and see if this connects with any of you guys, man. Uh, let's talk about out of Connecticut. You know, Danbury here. I'm not going to read this whole article to you. You're grown. Brandon's going to leave links to it, and you guys can go back and read it. But I think it really does say a lot about what the hell is going on, and I'm pretty nervous, you know, because there's some shit going on. It says it looks like on August 26th of 25, four vape shops in Danbury were cited in a joint enforcement operation involving multiple state agencies. Violations include illegal THC sales. Here we go. Sales to minors. Oh God, believe it or not. And labor violations. They was just looking for a reason to fuck with them, and that's how they walked in the door on them. Cloud House failed compliance for selling to minors and held over 9 pounds of illicit THC products. So there's some flour that they didn't want. And Cloud House 2, although not cited for sales violation, received a stop work order for labor issues. So they put them, they've closed that place completely up until they fix their labor problem. Uh, CT Smokehouse had over 20 pounds of THC products and advertising cannabis openly. Jesus Christ, that means they had that shit on the window and legal, all 50 state legal, la la la, or they had a dispensary sign up, which is illegal in some states and some counties. Star Rose Smoke Shop had over 12 pounds of THC products seized and was also shut down for labor violations. Okay, so listen to what they're saying there. It's not just the cops coming in on them. That means the Board of Labor is involved, and that means that they're looking at multiple ways to get to you as a shop owner. That's pretty scary, man. That's pretty scary that now we're under such siege with the police and with the state and federal local agencies that they're using this in conjunction together, mainly because, man, they just don't want to deal with this no more. The communities aren't dealing with this very well. As you can see, I've got a couple more that we're going to talk about, and that's pretty weird. Which states are staying lax about the new regulation? None. None, bro. I mean, if you go into the Discord, join Discord, man, you can read all of these where they hit these things coordinated all the time. It is ridiculous how they do it, man. Hunter, it is very, very scary what I show every single day. And these people are serious about we're not going to take it anymore, man. We're not putting up with this bullshit any longer. You guys have to do something about this. And if you're not, we're going to shut you down. They're taking people's license. They're calling them a menace, you know, especially in California. They're doing it in California. They're doing it in Texas, wide open. The Eastern Seaboard seems to be a lot more of that. But, you know, you're going to see tonight, man, there's even in California, they're doing it too. Let's go to the next one, Brandon. So I think what is the next one? Texas? No, no, yeah, Texas in Denton. I don't know if you know where Denton is. New vape restrictions begin September 1st. So we're coming up on that wide open. All right. Uh, it says there's a Senate bill. Hang on, let me get to this. There is a Senate Bill 3, which would have banned all consumable THC products statewide, was vetoed by Abbott in the June. Instead of the bill 2024 passed, expanding the definition of e-cigarettes to include all vaping devices, not just nicotine products, banning those containing cannabinoids, kratom, kava, alcohol. Here in Kentucky, alcohol vapes are already banned, mushrooms, or foreign adversary like Chinese made products. It also prohibits packaging that appeals to the kids including cartoon-like designs, food and drink lookalikes, or celebrity-themed items. Like Tyson, okay, or Hulk Hogan, or somebody like that. Denton area smoke shops were rushing to clear out restricted inventory before enforcement kicks in on September the 1st. Doors offering promotions: buy one, get one free, 40% off vape products. They're trying to make something, man. They're trying to do it, and they're sounding the alarm. Get it while you can. Key takeaway it should be look at it as expanding the definitions and broadband targeting non-nicotine vapes, branding and packaging appealing to kids. You've got to get rid of that. That's something that they're really looking at, and the enforcement's going to be getting pretty quick, man. So you have got to stay ahead of these criminal penalties that they are going to put on you. It's pretty scary, man. It's pretty scary. So yeah, it's all vape anything, man, for real. Hey, guy, what's up, man? What's up, Big G? Look at him. That my guy right there. Uh, how you doing tonight, man? Yeah, I'm glad to see you in here and checking us out and being a part of this, man. That's good news. Yeah, Hunter, it is kind of scary, man. They are they're on to everything here in Kentucky. We kind of fear that they are looking towards that as well. We see a lot of states that are, as far as their legislation, moving away from saying just nicotine to all vape products. That is my number one fear. uh, I mean, I probably shouldn't, because I love glass and I love water pipes and hand pipes and grinder. I love traditional old school head shop items. But man, I mean, how do you go from progress and regress right back to that type of shit? I mean, the vaporizer is such a good product, and how the delivery system. But I mean, like, these people have demonized it in such a way. It's very, very scary, what they're capable of with this, man. And I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan of how they're dealing with this in any way whatsoever. Um, yeah, see, I'm good, brother. It's tough here in Florida, but I'm happy to see. Well, hey, man, I'm happy to see you too, bud. I know it's tough right now, but I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, it's not going to take long for everybody to transition back over to old school smoking paraphernalia and old school product. And I mean, there's a lot of things you could do, man. Uh, you're feeling lucky here in Florida, but things are changing quickly from what we're seeing. Compliance seems to be our best friend right now. Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, I hate to say it, if you can't beat them, join them. But I mean, what are you gonna do, man? I mean, they literally can take your business license and label you a menace and get rid of, like, a menace business. And if they do, you're out of business anyway, man. It is very, very dangerous what's going on here, man. And I'm just not a fan of the way things have gone. And kind of is what it is, if you ask me, you know. And so that's kind of how I'm looking at it, man. Well, yeah, corporate marijuana is taking over. Remember, I said this, and a while back. I hate to be the "I told you so" guy, but you know, uh, if you ever, when they allowed them in, and it's no longer mom and pop, man, and guaranteed it's all big pharma in any way, shape, or form. And I guarantee you, at some point, they will even try to make flower marijuana illegal, as far as for an illegal state. And it'll all go down to a peel form or a capsule form or a tincture form. I promise you that's next. I promise you, because corporate greed, in order to get the little guy out, that's how they do it. That is how they will do it. I promise you. And I hate it. I really do. Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, of course they are. They're double agents, Chad. You're right. You're exactly right. Uh, I can't even deny that, but mainly because, man, they want to stay in business and they want to keep going, man. And oh yeah, prohibition. Of course, it's not federally legal. If you want to get rid of all this shit, all this problem, it is simple. Tax it, put it out there, regulate it. Okay. I don't want to be able to go into Sam's Club to the pharmacy and buy it. Don't get me wrong. I think you still ought to have to go to a dispensary, but I also think you ought to be able to allow dispensaries to put the fucking money into the bank, pay taxes correctly, pay people correctly that work there, give them their social security, the whole 9 yards. You know, I just think that's what's going to happen. You have to make it federally legal or schedule it correctly. Spending this god awful amount of time in prison over fucking weed is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now, if you're trafficking thousands and thousands of pounds, well, maybe I understand that. But I mean, to give somebody, with no violence involved, man, for, a simple trafficking charge. And I say simple because I look at thousands of pounds of marijuana as a very simple, as long as there's no gunplay involved and, there's not a big continuing criminal, problem. I really do believe that's not such a big deal because he who is without sin cast that first stone is the way I always knew it. And, we've all bought a little, we've all, participated in that. And so we've participated in the narco economy, whether we want to say that or not. But in the end, they're putting people in prison forever over it. That's fucking stupid. I mean, that's fucking stupid. Hunter up here says, if only they would allow more open market for small business. Well, exactly, bro. Exactly. In all honesty, if we had a dispensary, uh, I mean, I don't think we ought to have a dispensary in every smoke shop. I don't believe that either. And mainly because then it's just a race to the bottom, or that it becomes way over cost because inevitably we would all get together and start price fixing. And, if you want it, here it is. And you're just going to drive the black market that way as well. But I don't have no problem with every Joe Neckbone or Jane Neckbone, in the state, in your state or any other state, being able to grow 10, 15 plants at any given time. I don't think that's no big deal either. But I mean, I don't think they ought to sell it. I really don't. I think that ought to be for personal use, or if they're a caregiver, where they get, sell it to their patients, but that's regulated as well. In any state that does that, it's regulated, very well regulated. So understand how that works. But on the other hand, how are you going to regulate it? You can't regulate it now. So that's how I guess I'm just looking at it that way, man. And let's see what else you say here. Hunter says, stuck with greenhouse medical flower grown with pesticides and fungicides down here. Well, yeah, but I mean, what do you think Big Pharma's going to do? What shit are they going to spray with? What COVID-19 medication are they going to spray with? What other crap are they going to put in it to test on you so that you don't even know it while you're blazing up? I mean, that's what they're good for, man. I mean, that's the way pharma does it. But I truthfully believe, Hunter, you ought to be able to have your own greenhouse, downstairs in the basement. And I'm not talking Phototron. I'm talking you got some real, nice lights, and you got a good ventilation system. And when the DEA shows up and says, hey, Hunter, do you got your paperwork for this? And you say, yeah, right here, Mr. Agent. And they fill out your paperwork, and okay, Hunter, thanks, man, we appreciate your cooperation, tag. And then they stamp you, and out the door they go. That's how it's done in most legal states. I don't know how it's done there. No organic clean option here. Wow. Oof. Well, that is bad. I agree. That is very bad. That's very bad. Yuck. Well, I mean, I smoked a lot of Mexican, and I God only know where that came from, when I was coming up. So, I mean, what can I say, man? I mean, I truthfully drink out of water hoses, and I mean, I can't tell you how many things I've eaten off the ground. I mean, I don't know. I mean, uh, well, yeah, Truly runs the show, man. I mean, that's how they got it going down there in the first place and got everything jammed up was that bunch, you know? Brandon, let's go to the next. Let's go to the next thing here, man. I got to get this going and see what we have. All right, so Arkansas. Hang on one second here, man. Let me get my notes up. Okay, I got here Act 590, a new state law restricts sale of closed systems, single use disposable vape products, and nicotines containing e-liquid. Only those products authorized or under FDA review may be sold. Over 80% of vape products sold in the US in 2024 lack FDA authorization. Well, yeah, because it wasn't big tobacco shit, says the Truth Initiative. Effective September 1st, sellers have until November the 1st before full enforcement begins. Marketing aimed at minors, cartoons, candy names, superhero themes is also prohibited, and violators face seizure of goods, possible fines, and even revocation of their business permit. Ugh. So shit. Well, here's the deal, y'all. Listen, this is it is what it is. I hate to say it, uh, a lot of guys are trying to now get their shop open, and they're trying to figure out how they're going to pay for it. And I mean, I'm having to pitch this, by the way, y'all. So get ready. And but I've partnered with a company, and well, here, just listen to this video and see what you think, and we can discuss that. I know we got to pitch this, but this company right here, man, I know the guys involved. Some of these guys were even had their own shop. They have figured out how to finance you if you're looking to expand your shop. No, I'm not talking about MCA loans. I think they do have that type of product, but I'm talking about lines of credit. I'm talking about extensive lines for credit cards. These guys have figured out how to do it. All right, Brandon, roll it. See what's up. Hey, Chad Wade here. You need business funding? I got you, man. I got you. Altura Funding gets you term loans, lines of credit, 0% business credit cards for up to 18 months, and a tool that shows you every funding option you probably qualify for. All right. So no fees, no hard pull, 90 seconds to get pre-approved. Hit the link right now. So anyway, Brandon's going to put that in here for you guys. It's not an MCA loan. Now, that's one where they take part of your credit card proceeds and start pulling every single week. I know a guy who's in over his head, and he's about to lose his ass over MCA loans. I hate to hear that for him, but, I tried to talk to him, tried to counsel him out of it. He wouldn't hear it. And then these guys are trying to help him with that problem right this second. And so hopefully, if you guys are looking to expand your shop, or if you're looking to for term loans, lines of credits, 0% business credit cards, up to 18 months, man, and they can give you access to hundreds of banks. They have figured out how to pull this off, and I'm pretty proud to be involved with these guys. Especially since I know them, I know these guys well. This is not something, man, that I'm just pitching and I'm making shit on this. I make nothing. And so I found a way to help you guys. If you want to expand your shop, at least give them a call, man. It costs you nothing to talk to them before you start putting everything on your personal credit cards, or before you start taking out loans that you don't have to, just to save your shop. Because right now, man, things is fucking weird. And I know it is, man, and so I'm just letting you know, if you're looking for that, they got you. And so, yeah, you do have to fill out some forms, and I don't know how much is involved as far as the proof of whatever you have to show them. I'm sure, you'll have to show them some way to prove that you can pay for it. But check it out, and at least talk to them. You got nothing to lose. Again, I don't make shit on that, man, so I don't want to hear it. But I am telling you, man, it is what it is. All right, so let's go this last article I got, California article I got. It's kind of a doozy in and of itself, because we always think of the People's Republic of California, how great that state is. It's not. Major smoke shop crackdown is underway. New ordinance is effective June the 5th, which is already, it's already happened. limiting smoke shops to 7 per city council district, a total of 49 citywide, down from 120. So Fresno took almost, 60, 70% cut of what they were doing. In addition to numerical limits, smoke shops must not be located near schools, parks, daycares, and must install surveillance cameras and maintain clean exteriors. The crackdown stems from concerns about crime tied to smoke shops, illegal cannabis, because they have legal cannabis there, and they didn't want anybody selling your THCA flower because that got in the way of the money. Tobacco, gambling operations, those skilled gaming, and so they put a stop to all that. Firearms, they even sold guns, believe it or not. Underage sales, of course, that's the usual suspects. There's a lot of that to prove. Enforcement includes immediate shutdown and a 30-day compliance window for effective shops, and 180 days period to sell off inventory and apply for permits. Apparently, the California Smoke Shop Association has filed a federal lawsuit arguing the ordinance is unconstitutional and unfair to lawful businesses. Well, some people just get shit on because there was other assholes involved and nobody did nothing about it. Workers warn about massive job losses. One employee stated at least 100 smoke shops are going to close down, 100 families. What are they going to do for work? Well, yeah, there's always McDonald's. It is what it is, man. It's ugly. It's ugly what these people are doing. Apparently, a federal judge has denied a temporary restraining order on enforcement. Non-permitted shops now have 18 months of a window, and bro, it is what it is, y'all. These people are wilding out over there, man, and the community is do something about it. That's the bottom line. The community is definitely doing something about it, and I don't know, man. I don't want to throw my hands up and say, "Oh fuck, I don't know what else to do." But man, I don't. I don't know what else to do. Uh, if you're not going to listen and you're not going to be a part of the community and you're not going to do exactly what the community needs for you to do, you will be out of a business pretty quick, you know. And so it is what it is, y'all. Oh, I got something in my throat. Can't get rid of it. Uh, and tonight, apparently, it's tequila. But anyway, so what about your states, man? What are you guys hearing over there where you are at? I know where a lot of you all are from, and I know that it's really shit in Florida right now, and I know Ohio's about to get hit and beat up pretty bad. Texas is pretty scary. It's sounding like California is getting worse and worse and worse. We're seeing Massachusetts also taking some hits, and and of course New York. Forget about it, man. It's bad there already, and it's going to get worse here in Kentucky. We know that, and so we're kind of bracing for impact for that. But what is your plan? Do you have a plan already built in where you can say to yourself, okay, this is where I'm pivoting to, this is what we're going to do? Or are you waiting for somebody to tell you? Because I write a blog every single day on Chad Wade TV, man. ChadWadeTV.com. You can get over there and you can check out a blog, and I'm giving you some bangers on what you guys can do and look at. And it costs you nothing to get on there and just read the articles. I write these things up. I spend a lot of time on these, really, man. I research what I'm doing and what I'm looking at. Kava and kratom bars, yeah, I believe in that too, man. I knew a guy who set a bunch of them up, and he's doing pretty well with them. So hopefully they don't get involved in that. But yeah, in these blogs, man, I give a whole lot of things that maybe you should be doing and maybe you should be looking at. It's a pretty dangerous time, man, and we really need all the resources we can get. I'm doing it for you for free there, man. And I'm hoping that we will be able to continue to do that. Uh, yes, sir. I've already pivoted towards a more convenient style setup. Well, G smokes, yeah. That's a good idea. The more stuff you can bring in, the better off you are. Bringing in Florida Lotto, that'll bring in some money. I don't know if you guys do bill pay there, where you can pay your water bill or your electricity bill there. They make it pretty simple to do online, but there's still some folks that, like to pay in cash, and they have more, like waiters and waitresses and people making cash tips. Maybe it's more beneficial to them to be able to find those places. We do that here in Kentucky. I don't personally do that because I'm a felon and they don't allow my kind to hold those type of license. I also can't do lottery because I am the owner, and you know it is what it is. So I can't do that. I'm glad to see that people that can. I know somebody locally that does do the lottery. He does pretty well, and of course they have a revenue share where if you win, if you're one of your customers wins the lottery, you get part of that money, not of their money, but you get a payout from the lottery commission as well. So it could be a big boom to you. Should somebody in from your store that wins, that would be wonderful for all you guys as well. We're also seeing uh, more of you're seeing more drinks and things being sold. You're seeing more exotic snacks. I'm not a big fan of exotic snacks either, man, because I find that most of them go bad before people will eat them. And I mean, you can only eat so many, Japanese Cheetos before you get tired of them. And although I do hear that the Japanese Snickers are really good, but chocolate just don't have that benefit for me anymore. So I don't know. It is what it is. Uh, Also, you're seeing, believe it or not, you're seeing a lot of guys putting clothing in again. We're starting to see the resurgence of clothing, and that's kind of funny to me because at one time we had several t-shirts in the middle of our big store. We had a lot of rounder racks where we sold a lot of that. Well, it just became crazy to be able to compete with Walmart, and we couldn't do it. And Walmart has expanded their clothing along that lines as well. And so if you guys are out there and able to do it, I'm proud for you, man. But I couldn't pull that off, man. Like here locally, it's just not possible for us to do that. We're seeing more more gift items. I'm seeing a lot more gift items that can be sold in stores, uh, even as far even like more high items. Man, believe it or not, I'm seeing knives and swords being sold. So that's something to me. I think that's wild to see that happening, and wow, I'm impressed. Again, you're going to see things out there like even the magic 8 ball. I saw somebody's pictures where they had different color magic 8 balls, even in tie-dye effects, whites and reds, and it's not just the traditional black 8 ball, that you shake up and turn it over and it gives you the answer. They have a lot of different styles now, and I saw a lot of gifty type items. I'm also seeing a lot of metaphysical items that are being sold in stores, like stones and uh, sage and Wiccan stuff, sage grass, stuff of that nature. And the more I see of that, the more, even books. I'm seeing books being sold dramatically, like they have whole book sections, and not just about grow books. They do have grow books, but they also have like state historical stuff, for that state. They have like smuggling, stories, about, big time weed smugglers. Even, because I know Joe Keith Bickett real well. I was locked up with him in prison. They have all of their cornbread mafia stuff out there, as far as their his sets of books and stuff like that. And I'm seeing a lot of that type of stuff again. And even like graphic novels and anime, and even anime statues and things. There's a guy that we know that has a store named 7 Cents, and his store is a wonderland. It's not. It is a smoke shop, but it's got movies, it's got comics, it's got all kinds of clothing, all kinds of anime products, all games, the lunch boxes. mugs, stuff like it. It is wild what all this guy carries, man. And I always wonder, how Jack does that. And Jack, I think it's Jack Previtt. Yeah, he does that as well. And he has a hell of a nice shop. So if you ever get where you can go to 7 Cents, check that out. That'd be a good idea too. Saw one of your earlier videos. Uh, Thinking about bringing coloring books for adults and a lot more into 18. Yeah, exactly, man. There, these adult coloring books are getting to be a big deal. Even the pencils and pens and things of that nature, people are selling those as well. And you know, should you want to be selling a book, though, guys, I happen to be a best-selling author as well, and you can, pick this up off of Amazon. And if you're looking to buy more of those books than what you want to buy here, because these are a little more expensive, let me know and I can get you a bulk rate deal. Should you want to stock them in the stores, it's a smaller, it's not a hard read. You ought to be able to read it in just a day or so. And even if you don't work at it real hard, we do pretty well with this book. I have sold quite a few copies, and I am an international bestseller, like I said on it. And I worked pretty hard on that book. It gives some real practical knowledge, but also gives you a little background about Chad too. Should you want that and help me out, sell, and you'll buy some books, help support the channel. But yeah, Mustafa, you're exactly right. Bringing that type of thing, even like people doing like spray paint and that type of things, because that's still a big deal. And I don't mean for like going out and doing graffiti and fuck the police, on the wall. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about real paint, real art type stuff. This stuff is not cheap. It's not that Krylon crap, that you buy at the dollar store. This is the real deal stuff, man. It's not cheap. It could be $15-20 a can, but if you are making street art or if you're doing that type of thing, you want this kind of paint, and they have it. The adult coloring books is a big deal, and you can get them in a lot of themes as well. Not just head shop type stuff. You can even get Halloween type stuff. You can get the Christmas type stuff, birthday party type stuff where it's not color by numbers either. Now, some of them are like that, if that's what you're looking for. Also, and don't forget selling the pencils and having a good sets of pencils out there in order to be able to sell as well could really add to what you're doing. And you're exactly right. That's exactly what should be done. And it is what it is, man. So all right, now look, guys, we're coming up on top of the hour and everything. Don't forget, man, we've got UNS Wholesale. I got a lot of new product here as well. We just got in a whole bunch of new water pipes. We've got some Florida compliant gummies as well, and like really they are Florida compliant, and they're clear. They've got all the printed materials on them that you might want to look at, and they are exactly what you're looking for as far as what exactly. They don't have the dyes in them, none of that. This is exactly what Florida compliance is looking for. They have no cartoon characters. It is totally and completely, and the reason we know this is because we're buying them out of Florida, so we know exactly the company we're getting them from. We've also got a lot of new water pipes, a lot of printed water pipes for some of you guys that are going to have to transition. Also, we've brought in a tremendous line of hookahs and stuff of that nature that we've gotten. These printed water pipes are a big deal right now. We are really selling a lot of this stuff for people who are coming into this, because we are coming into cooler weather, and this is water pipe time. And so we find that we're going to start selling those pretty well. And we are waiting on our big shipment of our beakers that are coming in for Christmas. We also have our hookahs there, as you can see. Some of those hookahs will use flour, and not just the big bowls. You'll find that we have flour bowls in those as well. These are not cheap hookahs. Let me just tell you that. So when you get these, you are going to notice the heft. You are going to notice the weight. These are not these gas station type hookahs. If that's what you're looking for, this is not it. Also, we've got something called Little MF on here as well. And this is a new proprietary blend mushroom product. and we are selling a tremendous amount of it. And believe you me, folks, it's worth the ride. So I'm being very open and honest about that as well. Also, these pre-rolls that we have here as well. These are our Blue Lotus pre-rolls. I've got a straight Blue Lotus pre-rolled and also a Mad Honey Blue Lotus, and it's got Mad Honey inside of it as well. Every bit of this has the COAs here so that you can read them and you can see exactly what you're dealing with. If you are in a hemp non-compliant state, this will take care of that because it's not hemp. There's no hemp product in it whatsoever. This is true Blue Lotus. We are selling a ton of it. I sold a ton of it today, and people are looking for it. And of course, I'm praying that it'll get to them before Labor Day happens, and it kind of is what it is. But we have a large amount of stuff that has come in, and we are basically just getting ready to go for the holidays. So if you're looking to ramp up for the holidays and build up your stores, you can do that very simply through this. So well, that's what I got, fellas and ladies. That's what I have, and it's been a hell of a night. Beth beat all of you again. She was number one again. Thank you, Beth, for always sticking in there with us, and everybody that showed up tonight and participated. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Mustafa Hunter, G Smokes. I saw Chad back there, Chandler. Uh, I appreciate you, man, being coming in. I know you're a busy guy. I really do appreciate you coming up here, John. I appreciate you so much, Hunter and everybody. I really appreciate everybody showing up tonight and being a part of this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you all so much. You don't know how much I appreciate you doing this. And if you guys need me for anything, you know where to find me, man. Reach out to me. Hey, by the way, I am looking for how I did it stories. I want to know exactly. I want you to put down in a story, not something crazy. I'm not asking for a 10-word essay or 10-page essay. I'm asking for you guys to absolutely tell me how you guys got started, how you found the funding, where you're located. If you don't want me to tell it, I won't. I want to start featuring you guys and giving some of the new people that are out there a way to do this. And I feel like there's not enough education out here because I can tell them 100 ways, but just remember, I started back, in 2007. So with the way I did it is not the way it's being done now. Probably it was very simple then compared to now. How to get started, it's pretty competitive and pretty hard to do, but I think that some of the people coming up would really benefit. I've already got 5 stories. I'm thinking I'm going to do videos on them, and I want to be able to feature these people. I don't know if they want to come on and be a part of the videos. If you would be wanting to do something along that lines, I am willing to do that. I want to feature you guys and help these people understand this is how we did it. This is how we stay compliant. This is how we don't go to jail. And I think that some of us old heads need to get out here and help these young bucks coming up and being able to show them exactly how to get up and running the right way, because that's what we have to be. It's more for me. It's more of a paying it forward type deal. I got a kid in college now, and I'm thinking, the more good I do now, especially, it may come back for her. And in all honesty, some of you all have kids, and it would be a good idea to be able to do that as well. Uh, I would love to be a part of that. Hit me up over at askchadwade@gmail.com. And, let me know if you want to do a video, and then we could do the whole question and answer, more of an interview. If you're better at that than you are with putting it down on paper, it would be something, that would really help somebody out. And I promise you, you're doing a world of good for these people. I promise you, man. Uh, I would be more than happy, but please reach out to me, askchadwade@gmail.com. Give me a name, give me a phone number, give me a good time to talk to you about it. And, I'll give you guys a call, and we'll hook up and try to get involved. And what we need to get done, and I can sit down a time with you. We can do a video. I can take some notes if you don't want to be on video, and I would be able to present that in a video format. And I would of course give you all the credit, man. I'm not making them up. I want it to be real people with real results. And the fact that you're still in business, and I don't care if you've been in business 6 months or if you've been 6 years, it really don't matter. I want these people to know that there's a way to do it and a way to do it correctly. And it has to come from the people already on the front line. And that's all of you. So if you got a shop and you want to help some of the new people coming in, you're not giving away trade secrets, man, because people are watching this all over the country. Maybe not today, but maybe in 2 or 3 months. I mean, all right, guys, that's what I got. Hit me up, askchadwade@gmail.com. I'd love to get together with you. I'd love to shoot video with you. I'd love to be able to tell your story. Please, please, please. That would really help us all out, y'all. All right, listen. So it's Labor Day weekend. Have a good weekend. Please, please, please be safe. Don't do what Chad would do. I'm just telling you. Don't do what Chad would do. Do what you do. All right. Listen, have a good weekend. I appreciate you. Bless you, bless you, bless you for coming in and being a part of this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. I love you guys. Thank you. I'll see you. Have a good weekend. Have a good night. Bye.